Hey guys, Lamfair92 here again today with episode number 3 of Road to a Million. First of all, wanted to quickly apologize for not uploading during the last couple of days, but at the moment I'm very busy studying for a very important exam that is coming up in a couple of weeks. So I probably won't be able to upload as frequently as usual during that time, but I promise you I will have an episode of Random Hybrid Squads out tomorrow, and then of course the second episode of Miter Bargains of the Week up on Sunday. By the way, I wanted to say also a big thanks for your support on the first episode of Miter Bargains of the Week. The return of that series, really enjoyed getting that good feedback by you guys, and you seem to enjoy it hugely that I brought this series back, so a big thanks to you for that. And what I wanted to do for this episode of trading, as you can see in the background, I'm trading a little bit. I wanted to answer some frequently asked questions that came up in the comment section on the first 2 episodes of this series here. And then also additionally, I asked for some questions on Twitter. So let's get into the frequently asked questions first of all. And the first one was actually if I get these players, so the informed players mostly, in this series on buy now prices or on open bids. And I almost exclusively get them on buy now prices, and that's simply because I look for them individually. If you want to check out how I trade with informed players, I think it's episode 76 of my recent series Coin Collector. I'll probably leave the link to that in the description below, so that's probably the kind of how I trade video that I made most recently. And if I ever get a player on an open bid in this series, of course, apart from the low rated or low priced silver players, then I will of course mention that to you if it concerns an informed player in this series. Another question that was actually asked is how long does it take you to sell players? And because it seems like in your videos or in YouTubers videos people always sell very quickly, and that's not true. That's just look how it looks in the videos. Sometimes it even can take up to a day to sell a player, and that's of course very annoying, but you've got to be patient with trading, and that's what I always mention to you guys. So it just looks that easy in the video. It's actually more work behind that than it basically how it looks. So now moving on to the Twitter questions, and the first one is, can you live stream FIFA? What do you think about that? I would love to live stream FIFA because it's very fun watching live streams, so I can assume that it is very fun doing them as well with a live commentary, and you basically can see all that a person is doing throughout the live stream. But I haven't got good internet connection at my parents', so I would have to do that at my place. But then again, I'm not too sure if my laptop is able to cope with that, or it will just simply overheat, so I might have to check that out in the future when I have time again. But I definitely can of course try that and try my best to get a live stream going. That should be fun, at least I hope so. Next question is best formation in FIFA 13 Ultimate Team. That question is impossible to answer. I'll answer the question instead. What is your favorite formation in FIFA 13? And I think at the moment it's probably the 4-1-2-1-2 formation, simply because it's very solid with a CDM with 2 good strikers, solid 4-back line. Before that I enjoyed the 3-5-2 hugely, as a lot of people do on FIFA 13 Ultimate Team, but I think it's too vulnerable to just fast wingers pacing down the wing, crossing it in and heading it in. And if you don't have the absolute perfect players for that setup, you are basically screwed. And as I want to play with different players, try out different players, I don't really enjoy the 3-5-2 as much as I used to back in FIFA 12. Also another formation that I really enjoyed, the 4-4-1-1, simply because the center forward is basically the key player of this squad and has a huge impact on the whole team. So I kind of like the setup of this formation. Then the next question is, do you think Bayern can now win the triple? I don't think they can win the triple, to be honest. Of course they will win the Bundesliga because, to be honest, they are now 17 points clear of Dortmund and Leverkusen as well, or even more. I'm not too sure about that at the moment, but they are so clear and so stable in this season that I can't see them lose any more games apart from maybe against Dortmund in the Bundesliga. So I think they definitely win that. I think they also have very good chances of winning the National Cup, as only Freiburg, Wolfsburg and Stuttgart are in that now. So if they don't win it, it will actually be kind of ridiculous, to be honest. About the Champions League though, it will be very tough. First of all, they have of course to play the next match against Arsenal, but I think they will proceed in that. And then of course there are some other very good teams still in that. So I hope of course they will win the triple. That would be awesome for Heinkes in his last year. And then Guardiola coming up to the task, and the manager before him actually won 3 titles, so that would be kind of crazy. And the last question is, if you were a professional football player, what would you do with all the money? A very, very tough question to answer because they all have more money than they even can count themselves. I would take care of my family, I would get a nice house, a nice car, all that good stuff, and then of course give some money to charity because I wouldn't need all the money because it would be way too much. Anyways, this is going to be the end of this episode, guys. Have over 100,000 coins now, which is actually kind of nice for the 3rd episode already. So in the next episode, we will continue from that coin total on. Thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. If you could drop a like on it, that would be awesome. Other than that, thanks a lot for watching, and I will talk to you later.